That's it? That's all? Are you kidding me? So you asked me to pay like 200, 300 bucks for graduation photos while you pocketed the money for convocation fees for this? Hello everyone, how are you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? Now, this is not going to be a happy video. It's not going to be one of my funny little story times. I'm mad. And you already know why, because I graduated in 2020. Worst year to graduate? Yes, definitely. Now, I am going to preface this rant with I am grateful. I am so lucky to have graduated. I did not think I was going to graduate this year. I honestly thought it was going to be so complicated for me to graduate this year that it just was not going to happen. And they were going to be like, you know what? You're gonna have a delayed graduation. We're gonna have to like take it back a little bit because you have to do a research project, and how you're gonna do that in the middle of a pandemic. Nope, they were like, we'll fix it, let's go. Yeah, virtual, through Zoom, whatever. Bitch. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take the degree. I'm glad, I'm appreciative, I'm thankful, I am grateful, and all of the O's. However, the way in which I graduated is what frustrates me. It makes me like so mad. It just boils my blood, okay? So let's take it back to the beginning of the year, right? Okay, so I'm in my last semester. I have to do a research project. I have to do my thesis. It is crunch time. It is not funny business. It is down with the get down, like serious. It's down to the last part of the race. So I went through hell and back to apply for the ethics board in order to do research, because I was doing research involving humans. This means I'm not gonna mess anyone up psychologically. I'm not gonna financially or emotionally hurt anyone. You have to make sure you're not harming participants. If you don't know anything about research, you can look it up right here. But I was jumping through hoops in order to do this research. I was going to interview real life people in order to do my thesis statement, not my thesis statement, but my research project. My thesis was based on communication methods between teachers and parents within an early learning childcare environment. Mind you, this is my first research project. I didn't know anything about research before this. I mean, I had an introductory research course that I did, but I had never conducted research before. So I was a student investigator, while my professor for this project and research internship was the principal investigator for this research. So that means most of the stuff I was applying to the ethics board for, he told me to write down. So there was this huge like 50-page ethics application that you have to apply for in order to conduct research to make sure that you are approved, that you're not doing anything messed up. If you know what I mean. There's a whole ethics board that developed after people did some pretty messed up things to human beings through research. Example number one. So cool, right? We get all the freaking ethics down pat, whatever, we put it all together, and I have to meet with the dean of my entire, not even program, but no, you don't have a dean for your program, you have a program coordinator, but the dean of basically my department at school, which is the social studies, social sciences, or something like that, social services, anyways, the big boss. Okay, and I sit down, I'm nervous as hell. This is like a job interview. I come in my freaking pajamas because I was working at a daycare at the time, and I had to literally go on my lunch to meet with her. Don't even get me started on working and studying full-time. I did it. I don't know how, but I did. So anyways, I show up in my pajamas. I'm already making a bad impression. I was late, and she is just so unimpressed with me. She took me through hell and back during this interview or discussion period that I had to meet with her, and she basically shat on my entire application and was like, do you even know what you're doing? If you don't correct this properly, you're not going to be able to do your research. And here I am, super emotional. This is my degree. This is my last semester. I'm about to graduate, and I might not graduate if I don't do this project properly. And this woman is telling me I'm not doing a good job. Except, is it me or is it my professor? So my professor told me to write that down, that you're complaining about. So... but at the end of the day, she's holding me accountable. I'm doing the research project, right? It's my idea. It's all about the thesis that I have in my head that my professor is facilitating, not facilitating, but helping me with. So it's like, okay, cool. You got high standards. You want it to be perfect, tip top, no grammar issues, no nothing, which I had barely any of. But some of this stuff was suggested to me by my professor, and I didn't know. It was like completely wrong and completely against the law. Like, that's how she made me feel. She made me feel like I was you know, on trial for a crime that I had committed and I had broken the motherfucking law. Like, it was a whole thing. So, okay, I go through that, whatever. I hand in the ethics, I get approved. Whew, after like a million breakdowns and crying my eyes out thinking I'm not gonna succeed, I'm not gonna be able to do this research. Okay, whew, we're over that hump. We did it. I'm gonna be able to do my research. I'm gonna be able to interview teachers and parents based on questions that involve how they communicate. And I'm gonna learn pretty cool stuff about how they do that and how this area and practice can be improved in the future. I'm planning it all out. I type out a survey that I'm gonna do with the teacher. I type out a survey that I'm gonna do with the parent, which is similar. I'm like asking them things like, how do you prefer to communicate with each other? When do you do this? Do you think you have enough time? Is there something you're missing? Whatever. So I have everything ready, tip-top shape, like a whole ass freaking book of stuff that I have ready to go. COVID hits. So here I am thinking, oh my God, I went from working full-time and studying full-time to nothing. My workplace is closed. My college is closed. Nothing is happening. My mind is just going, it was insane to say the least. Like, I emotionally was wrecked. I didn't think I was gonna graduate this year. I was like, nah, 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 nah. This can't be happening to me after everything I went through for this stupid freaking research project. Not stupid, but like, it felt that way because of all the work I had put into it and then not being able to do it. It's like, so eventually a week goes by, my professors figure it out, crisis averted, the semester will continue and we will graduate on time. Cool, whatever. However, I wasn't able to carry out my research the way I wanted to. They only allowed me to interview teachers at the childcare and not any parents. So I only got one perspective out of the research that I wanted to get, which is like, whatever, but had to do everything through Zoom, had to learn this on the go, like bam. At least people starting right now, like in the fall term of 2020, like the professors have already had their trial run, whereas I was the trial run bitch. I was the guinea pig. So boom, I do the interviews, I gather my data, I put together my research project, da 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 da. Long story short, I finished the semester. I got a good grade. I did as best as I could with the data I did get, which wasn't as much as I would have been able to get because teachers weren't as available digitally as they would have been in person. Whatever. The semester is done. I finished, passed all my classes with good grades. Yes, yes, yes. I'm excited. I'm hyping myself up. I'm so happy. I'm ecstatic. Another bomb hits. Your convocation is delayed until further notice. That's what they told us. So we're like, okay, we're gonna have to do like our own little at-home graduation. Cool, cool, whatever. I did that. Celebrated, fireworks, dress, champagne, you know the deal. Like, my family loves me and they were so proud of me. And my boyfriend also graduated. So we were celebrating. It was cool, whatever. We did an at-home thing while we can't do the in-person thing because the in-person thing is coming, right? Right? Wrong. I get an email in like August or September telling me, sign up for the virtual convocation. I'm like, my mama not gonna see me walk across that stage in that gown. I'm not even gonna say that graduation cap because they don't do that here in Canada, or at least the school I'd go to. But my mama not gonna see me walk across the stage. Are you serious? Really? Come on. Come on now. So I'm like, okay, pandemic. Gotta adjust. That's the one thing that I've learned this year. Adaptability, flexibility, comfortability. I'm not comfortable with not having control of things and not having things go the way they're supposed to go. So this was a huge lesson for me this year. I'm thankful for it. Like I said, grateful, whatever, appreciative. However, how are you gonna tell me that oh my God, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Okay, let's rewind. So I signed up for this virtual convocation because I still want to be part of my official degree convocation. I just graduated from a 4-year program that I did in 2 years because I got to fast track it. Like, come on now. I worked my butt off. I deserve the recognition, right? So I signed up or whatever. They asked me for a picture. They asked me for a saying. I used this picture and I used this saying because accurate. Yeah, accurate. The day rolls around and this is November now. This is when they're doing the virtual convocation. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna dress up, I'm gonna look cute, whatever. I like, you know, put on my little laptop. It's a live stream, right? So I'm like getting it ready, getting the link ready. They gave us the link that day. They sent us the link to the live convocation that day. Tell me why this is a pre-taped video. What? Huh? So you're telling me you did no refunds on student parking, and now you're not doing a refund for convocation fees for this? A pre-taped video? Are you kidding me? Like, as if tuition isn't expensive enough as it is. So there's this lame ass freaking pre-taped video that's what the link takes you to, and I'm like, okay, here I am thinking, oh my gosh, I better be on time for my convocation, because they literally set a time and everything. It's like, how do you set a time to a pre-taped? Are you dumb? So it takes me to, I'm like trying to figure out, how do I know that I graduated? They didn't say anything. They just said, congratulations to all graduates. This old guy with the cap on, whatever. Respect to him, you're the president of the college, whatever. But like, in order for me to know that I graduated, I literally had to look up my name in the graduates section of a search bar. There was literally a graduate search bar that you had to type your name in for someone to just say your name pre-taped on the screen.
Vanessa.
You're fired. You're fired. You're fired. I did not go to this college. I am so embarrassed. That's it? That's all? Are you kidding me? You don't even send me a package? I mean, they sent me a package, but you're gonna freaking die laughing at this. I was so mad that convocation fees went to this. You just wait. So a little box, right? I get a little box in the mail. Cute, cute, whatever. I'm expecting like, ooh, the whole graduation swag. I'm gonna get to graduate at home, get on a little gown, get on a little graduation swag, you know what I mean? Tell me why. Most of it is just, wait. Oh, right, it's in a box. Most of it is just this. Confetti, paper confetti, okay. A flag, a paper ass flag of my college. Okay. A lanyard, stupid freaking lanyard. A button. What am I gonna do with, what am I gonna do with a button? What is this button for? Am I gonna put it on my Oktoberfest hat? Like, what? And not a gown or a graduation cap. No. The tassel, a lone tassel with 2020 on it. Really? Really? Papers. You wanna know what the papers say? Get your graduation photos. Are you kidding me? So, you're not even gonna give us like a little free graduation photo shoot, no? Like, here, have these cheap items and a pen. I don't know where the pen went. I think I freaking threw it out of anger. But a pen in there, and then a paper that says, get your graduation photos. Book your graduation photos now. So you're asking me to pay like 200, 300 bucks for graduation photos while you pocketed the money for convocation fees for this? That don't fly with me. Like, one thing is to mess with my emotions, but another thing is to mess with my money. Like, come on. Ridiculous. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend to graduate in 2020. Here I was excited waiting for this, you know, postponed, rescheduled convocation to walk across the stage and be like, Mama, I did it. Yes. I love you, Mama. I love you. This is all for you. This is all because of you. No, I don't get that. This is embarrassing. Like, I get it. Everyone's doing their best during the pandemic. Not everything's gonna be perfect. Everything's a little different this year. We have like different circumstances, challenging times, whatever. But like, if you're not gonna spend the convocation money, not rent out a venue, not rent out any gowns for people to wear, where are these expenses going? To these paper sheets? I don't think so. I think it went in your pocket, honey. I think that my money is in your pocket, honey. Really, come on. So I'm pissed, but I'm pissed about something that I can't change. I can't do anything about it. It's beyond my control. It's not in my hands. Can't do anything about it. What am I gonna do? Protest? Rally up some students and be like, this is not fair. I want to graduate properly. Like, no. When are they gonna do that? And with the circumstances we're having, I get that, like, they might not be able to figure that out, but at least give me my money back. Why are you charging people for this? Pieces of paper, a button, a pen, an incentive, not even an incentive, a freaking piece of paper telling us to pay you more money for graduation photos. Have you lost your goddamn mind? Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is my experience graduating in 2020. Don't do it. Don't do it. Leave a comment down below how your experience was if you graduated this year, or what even has happened in your life this year, because everyone's year has been messed up by this entire global pandemic thing. And I feel you. Trust me, I do. It was very hard to find a job after this. I was out of work since March until August. That is the longest period of time in my entire life that I've been unemployed. Like, I was losing my marbles. But I made it. It's December and the year's almost over. I'm literally gonna cry when midnight comes and it's 2021. Like, this was a messed up year. It was a messed up year, but I am thankful, grateful, appreciative, like I said, for the blessings I do have, the family I have, the support system I have. I made it through the year, right? But did you die? No, right? I'm not dead. But like, it's just a little bit frustrating when you pay for something, expecting something, and you get what I just had showed you. Like, come on now. Come on. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up for Fuck 2020. Subscribe if you haven't already because it's free. And I will see you guys in the next one.